it's Jason Miller checking in with the Suffolk Voice Sports section. I'm here with one of the captains of the women's soccer team, Emma Joyce. Here to talk about the great season so far. Started off 4-1-1, conference play 3-1. Did you expect to have such a strong start this season?
I know, speaking personally as well as for the returning players, Coach wants us to come back every season wanting to get better and wanting to improve. So I know that we all came in, regardless of our tough season last year, not having subs and having a lot of overtime and double overtime games with no subs, coming in, positive with a positive attitude. And you never really know what to expect. I've been playing for 3 years now, and sometimes you have 2 new players who come, and this year we had a lot of new players, and not just a lot of people come out for the team girls who can really play. And it was pretty clear, even from the first day of tryouts, that this season was going to be different. The level of intensity and just the work ethic of these girls is crazy. Everybody pushes each other every day to want to get better.
So, what do you think has been the key to your success so far?
I think it's definitely that we all have such a strong work ethic. A lot of it has to do too with the fact that our coach reminds us to be confident and to play with confidence, but at the same time to remain humble. And he reminds, the new players about what we as a team have accomplished in the past. Not having subs and coming back every year and stepping onto the field. And we had a lot of games that were 1-0, and those are kind of games that can really go either way, especially in double overtime. Proving to other teams and players, coaches within our conference that we weren't a team to be taken lightly with 11 players, and they have to play like 110, 120 minutes just to beat us, and they have subs and we don't. But I think honestly, the key to our success is that we really focus on playing as a team. There are no stars. Everybody works hard, and we just generally want each other to do well. We love to see each other do well. So I think our chemistry on and off the field has the most to do with why we're successful.
Now, obviously, you guys are doing great so far, but we're only 6 games into the season. There are another 10 games. How do you guys think you can possibly improve on the season and get a lot more wins under your belt?
I think that, our team, saying, we always say, regardless of how many goals we score, or, the outcome of the game, or a bad player, this or that, is 0-0. You have to think the game is always 0-0. You can't ever get too confident, or, even when it's 6-1, or a couple of games when the girls, have really been just out shooting and outscoring other teams, you have to keep that, mentality that it's 0-0. And I think that while keeping that mentality and staying focused, we really need to play with more confidence, because I know myself, as I'm the goalkeeper, and the rest of the defense are a lot of the returning players, and we step onto the field and we know what to expect from the teams, because we played them before, and the new players step on ready to play, everybody ready to take them on, and I think we still kind of play a little nervous, even with the new talent and like I said, the level of intensity and stuff. I think that we just need to be confident in ourselves and play with more confidence, and if we do that, then we'll continue to be successful.
Now, Emma, you talked a little bit about the new talent. Can you talk about the freshmen, Gabrielle Balestria and Taylor Miranda? Can you talk about how they've been able to fit into the women's soccer team and contribute?
Well, I want to start off by saying that all of our players are contributing to the team. They're the ones who've been getting the most press because they've been scoring goals, but every single one of the new girls on the team has been awesome. On and off the field, just, like I said, our chemistry, everything, it's a completely different team, and I couldn't have asked for a better group of girls to share my last season here at Suffolk with. But as far as Taylor and Gabby, they work so hard. It's awesome. Watching them play is they just work so hard. After every ball, they chase them down. They never give up. And they're so, humble. You know what I mean? After one of the games, Gabby's friend had asked her, did you really get 3 goals? And she was like, yeah. A freshman, a freshman, just 3 goals, just completely calm, wasn't yeah, I did this, I did that, It's awesome, and it's great because there's no one. Some of the players have had to, accept different roles within the team. Like I said last year, we had no subs, and it was like everyone was a starter, and that can be difficult. Integrating new players in the starting lineup and finding our chemistry and playing our game, staying focused. But everyone really does follow. We are one team. Not one player makes the team. Not one player wins a game or loses a game. It's like Suffolk won, Suffolk lost, and I think that all the girls are just really supportive of each other and generally, like I said, want to see everyone do well. They've been awesome, all of them.
Yeah. Now, you talked a little bit about the work ethic and all the great things, but behind all that, there needs to be a great coach. Could you talk about Coach Cleofat and how he's been able to put this team together and also just build up the program in general?
Well, he always reminds us, that he played here at Suffolk, so and obviously he's played at the international level, the professional level. He's helped coach D1 schools, D1 high schools, club programs, whatever. He has like a ton of experience, and he really does know the game, and he's seen it played at different levels in different countries, different coaching styles, and I think he kind of has like a blended coaching style because he has seen it played at so many different levels and worked with so many different individuals. I think that our expectations as a team, like I said, about playing with confidence, but at the same time knowing that like we're a team, and regardless of how good any one person is, like it's about the group, really starts with him. We do a certain amount of drills that at times we're kind of like, really, coach? Like, especially me, because I've been, I'm one of the players who's been here, like I said, for 3 years.
Right.
And it's like, okay, we do this drill, we're still doing this drill. But he is a big believer if, like, you take care of the little things, the bigger things will come. And if we just keep working hard at those, like, the things that maybe other teams are trying to do, like more complex drills or whatever, and we're focusing on, one-touch passing or, like, fundamentals, passing the inside of your foot to make like a crisp pass, like it really does make all the difference in the game. So he likes for us to focus on the basics, and he knows that if we do that, our talent will continue to progress and our game will evolve, we'll continue to do well.
All right, so last question. You talked about a lot of great things. If you had to predict how the rest of the season is going to turn out, what would you say?
I don't really like to think ahead. I never have been able to. I like to focus on the next game or, today. It's tough because, like I said, having played here for 3 years, and I know the girls, the other returning players probably feel very similar. It's like you never know what's going to happen. Last night we played St. Joe's, Maine, and they had been number one in our conference until last night. We ended up beating them 6-2. It was just a crazy game.
Great game.
Yeah, I still can't stop smiling. The past 3 games have been insane. I'm so proud of them. But last year we lost them 1-0 in double overtime, and it was that's a crazy game. But especially with soccer, it's just who comes to play. It could be anybody's game, and our league is so competitive. There's a team in our conference right now that even when we didn't have the talent that we have now, it was always a pretty fair fight, and they're way higher ranked this year than they've ever been, and I feel like that's how people feel about us, because they ranked us 11th of 13 teams coming to the season, and I think that people, need to respect us as a team and as a program, and we're definitely showing them that they shouldn't take us lightly, but at the same time, after every game, we still have that 0-0 mentality, like, okay, who do we play next? We have a game Saturday. Yesterday's game was great. We played great. It was a great win. It's over. We have a game Saturday. Let's work for that. Let's go towards Saturday against St. Joe's, Connecticut, and let's focus on that. And then after that game, whether we win or when we lose, it's who do we play next? Let's get ready for the next game. That game's over. Let's learn from it, or take the things that we did well and use that in the next game.
Good. Well, I'll definitely be rooting for you.
Thank you.
Good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
This is Jason Miller checking in with the Suffolk Voice. I want to thank all of you guys for checking in. Tune in for the next interview, whenever that will be. All right, see you later.